Hey everybody, Joe Kelly here. I had a client ask me the other day what type of seat is the best seat that they should use for working from home. So I wanted to throw that out there to a bunch of you because I know a lot of people are struggling with neck and shoulder pain and low back pain working from home. So the first thing that I suggest is finding a chair with a flat surface. So you want your seat to be flat, ideally relatively firm. And the main reason for that is oftentimes there's a lot of seats that will tend to rock you back so that your back of the seat is lower so that your knees end up being higher than your hip. And what that creates is this rounding in the low back that puts a lot of pressure on the discs, and it's really hard to find that clear skeletal support through your sit bones when you're sitting like that. So we want to avoid that. If you do have a chair at home that tips you back, you can buy a foam wedge and or fill that void in with some thicker blankets. Those are two options if you don't want to go out and find a flat seated chair. So first thing, having a flat seat is ideal. The next thing you want is to have the height adjustable. So again, if the lower the seat is, typically that will put you into this rounded position. So ideally we want our hips, the greater trochanter here, to be higher than the knees. So that is ideal. Anything below 90 degrees or lower, and you're going to get that rounding in your back. Another thing that people often ask about is the back support. I typically do not use back support, and the reason why is because what I've noticed is when I do have back support here, what I tend to do is lean into it, rest into it, and then I get this collapsing and rounding. And now I've lost my base of support of my rib cage that's supporting my shoulders and head, and now that musculature is now hanging off of the neck, and I'm having to hold myself up more. Whereas if I simply find my skeletal support by getting on the very top of my sit bones, I can stack myself through the pelvis to have the pelvis neutral, and that supports my rib cage, which supports my head and shoulders here. So those are a few little tips. If you have questions, feel free to put them down in the comments, and I'll try and answer any of the questions that you have for me. All right, talk soon.